What if I told you that most of the internet isn't made for you anymore? Not the videos, not the comments, not even the people arguing with each other. What if the majority of what you see every single day is generated by machines and the real humans have become the minority? Welcome to the dead internet theory. If you were online in the early 2000s, the internet felt different. You discovered strange websites through word of mouth. Forums were full of people with recognizable usernames. YouTube creators filmed videos in their bedrooms because they loved making them. Blogs had personality. Comments felt human. The internet wasn't perfect, but it felt alive. It felt like walking through a massive city filled with people. Then, something changed. The dead internet theory claims that somewhere around 2016 or 2017, the internet stopped being driven primarily by humans. Instead, bots, algorithms, AI generated content, fake engagement, and coordinated networks supposedly became responsible for much of what we see online. According to believers, many conversations are artificial. Trending topics are manipulated. Social media engagement is inflated. Entire websites exist only to satisfy search engines rather than people. The theory doesn't claim every person online is fake. Instead, it argues that fake activity has become so overwhelming that authentic human interaction is increasingly buried underneath it. Sounds ridiculous until you start looking at what's actually happening online. Here's where things get interesting. Some pieces of theory aren't speculation at all. Bots absolutely exist. Companies buy fake followers, fake reviews influence purchasing decisions, spam networks generate millions of posts, search results are increasingly filled with AI generated articles. Researchers have repeatedly found bot activity on major social platforms, and studies have documented large volumes of automated accounts, especially around advertising, scams, and political messaging. Meanwhile, generative AI has made creating endless articles, images, videos, and even conversations incredibly cheap. In minutes, someone can create hundreds of websites filled with content that no human ever intended to read. The goal isn't conversation, it's clicks, ad revenue, search rankings, attention. Only a few years ago, creating convincing fake content required teams of people. Now, one person with the right AI tools can produce an entire fake media company. AI writes articles, creates podcasts, generates images, produces videos, responds to comments, creates fake product reviews. Even fake people have become increasingly difficult to identify. Some social media accounts post 24 hours a day, never sleep, never miss a beat, and attract thousands of followers. Many are completely automated. As these systems improve, telling humans apart from the machines becomes increasingly difficult. Have you ever noticed your social media feed feels repetitive? The same jokes, the same opinions, the same videos, the same outrage? Algorithms don't necessarily show us what's true. They show us what keeps us scrolling. Content is optimized for engagement. Creators adapt. AI copies successful content. Other creators copy the AI. Eventually, everything starts looking the same. Whether this is proof of the dead internet theory or simply the result of recommendation algorithms, the experience feels strangely similar. Less discovery, more repetition. Here's the important part. There is no credible evidence proving that most internet users are bots. The central claim of the dead internet theory remains exactly that, a theory. Researchers continue to estimate that humans still make up the overwhelming majority of genuine online activity, even while automated content has grown dramatically. Many strange online experiences can be explained by algorithms, advertising incentives, AI-generated spam, and recommendation systems, not by a hidden conspiracy controlling the internet. Sometimes, the simplest explanation is the correct one. Maybe the internet isn't dead. Maybe it's crowded. Crowded with AI, bots, advertising, automation, engagement farming, search engine optimization, and an endless race for your attention. Finding real people online has become harder than it used to be. Not impossible, just buried beneath an overwhelming amount of artificial noise. Perhaps that's why old forums feel nostalgic. why small communities feel refreshing, why authentic creators stand out. Because in an internet increasingly built by machines, real people have become something worth searching for. So, is the dead internet theory true? Probably not in the way its most extreme supporters believe. But is today's internet filled with artificial content, automated accounts, fake engagement, and AI generated media? Without question. The real mystery isn't whether the internet is dead, it's whether we'll still recognize it 10 years from now.